Hey everybody, welcome back. Last time we talked about uploading contacts into Hubspot. Today we're going to talk about uploading contacts and companies and deals or opportunities. You're probably going to be bringing data from a different solution, so it's most likely going to come in the form of Excel or G Sheet. Unless you're working with APIs or a third-party app, this is what you're going to be using. I choose G Sheet. I'm just too cheap to pay for Excel. So let's get stuck into it. I'm going to start by showing you how to prep your files to do this in the most succinct way possible. So I start with the contact file, just because the contact file is typically going to contain an email and a company name. In order to get the domain, which you're going to need later when we do the company import, you just take it email addresses and throw them into another column, just like this. Or you can create another sheet throw them in there, just like that. And when they're already highlighted, you just click on data, scroll down to split text. This little box is going to open up down here. Click on custom, and then throw the @ symbol in there. Boom, there's your domains. Now you can go back to your contacts and you can take the company. There you go. Throw that right in there. And you can cut this column out. Technically, that's really all you need to upload company accounts, right? I've got some additional data here. I just grabbed a sample file from a third-party vendor just for the purpose of this demo. But if not, that's how you get your company accounts that you're going to upload into HubSpot. Okay. Once you have your company file prepped, you've got your domain. You're going to need that. That's really important. Just click download. If you've got Excel, just save as, get your file ready, and then go to HubSpot. Import just like we did before. Right? Let's recap that one step. You go over to CRM, go to lists, come up here to import. Here you go. Import file. Except we're going to choose companies this time because we're importing the companies first. And I'll show you why later. It all ties together. Click there, get your file that you just downloaded or that you just did save as. Boom. There it is. If you're wondering what is required to import a company, you need a company domain and a company name. If you're updating companies, you need a company domain or record ID, right? So you're going to need the name for both of them, but it's got to be the name and the domain, or the name and the record ID if you're going to be doing updates to any company records. Once you have that, you can see I did this again in our last video on the contacts. There was a field that the data would not fit into that field. We're going to skip that for now. If you didn't want to, you could create a field that was a text field that would accept these values because it has dollar amounts in it, but we're going to skip that. Just go to next. There you go. That's your companies. I'm not going to import it because I've already imported these for the purpose of this demo. So you just click finish import. You're good to go. Now, we're going to do contacts. And the reason we did companies first is because we want to be able to associate the contacts with the companies that we just imported, right? We want those contacts to be tied to those companies in some way, shape, or form. Okay, that's why we now have the domain. And what did I say when we were just in that last step? If you want to update a company record, you got to have the domain and the company name, or the company name and the company ID. Now you've got both. So now we've got our contact, which is first name, last name, email, and our company information. So when we do our upload, it's going to add the contacts to the appropriate companies. Right? See that? So now we're going to do rinse and repeat. Import, file, except this time we're going to choose companies and contacts. Then we're going to go to next. Single file, choose. Here's mine. Yours is either going to be an Excel file that you saved or you're going to download it again. Here it is. Boom. There we go. First name, last name, email, domain, company name. Make sure this says email. Make sure it does not say work email. Right? Domain, right there. There we go. There we go. Company domain name. This might not be mapped for you on the first try, so make sure if this is yellow to look at company domain name. Then we go to next. You're going to want to create a contact list from this. So click create list, click I agree, because these are all people you've already had in your database, and we all follow the rules, so everybody's opted in or double opted in at this point, right? Yep. Finish import. You're good to go. Right, so now we've got our companies in there, and we've got our contacts associated to those companies. Now it comes time for deals. Deals is pretty straightforward. You're just going to need different fields that you're not used to seeing from either of the previous two videos we've done, right? Company name, deal name, so you're going to need to name all these. If you're coming from a third-party system, they probably have opportunity name. If not, that's something you're going to have to figure out on your end, how you want to do that. Hopefully you don't have just an absolute ton of deals that you're going to have to go through and name, but figure out something that works. A lot of times you can do like the company name plus whatever product you're selling, whatever it is, right? The amount of the deal, hopefully you've got that from your export from your previous system, and then whatever the deal stage. We'll go through another video where we're setting up deal stages, so if you need custom deal stages, we can do that. If not, just name them, go through the Hubspot object and look at the options they have and just name them to the closest of your ability. You're then going to need to name or put in a column called pipeline. Put in sales pipeline. Get that in there. And then, of course, your domain, right? Because you need company name and domain, or company name and ID to add stuff to the company record, right? So once you have this company name domain, that picks the company out, and then for the deal, you need deal name, amount, stage, and pipeline. Once you have these things, then you're good to go. And then it's rinse and repeat, file, except this time, when you get to this, it's going to be companies and deals. Single file, choose. Oh, I got to download this first. Download or save as, save your Excel file. Here we go. Demo deals. Okay, let's see what we got here. Deal stage, deal stage. Okay, so since I copy and pasted in here, I might have a different space or something in there, but it's easy. If you click on this, if you did your due diligence and you went through and put in your deal stages here and you have an error, I did this on purpose, by the way. It should be easy to fix. It's going to list all the ones where it's wrong. So I'm just going to go through here and I'm going to find the corresponding values that it should be. It should be close. Decision maker bought in and then qualified to buy. Boom. There we go. We've corrected all of our issues. Okay. Now what's our other error? Record ID. Don't need that because we've got bing, bing, bing. All of them are mapped. Everything's good to go. We're not updating any deals, which is why we don't need record ID. We are creating net new. So we click next. Here's our deals, ready to go. And there you go. You now have your companies. You have contacts associated to your companies. And now you have deals associated to those companies as well. I hope this has been helpful. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.